All right, today I want to talk about commission and graduated commission. I'm not sure if any of the careers that you did research on, if that's the form in which you get paid, okay? So just to be able to calculate some of that, if you do end up taking a career where you have commission, I know I sold cars for a couple years and that was a commission-based job. I also worked on a lunch truck and then for so much food over $1,000 I sold, I got like 10%. So it kind of provides a little motivation for you to work harder. So it's pretty straightforward as far as commission goes. In this first row, I'm a salesperson, or you pretend you're a salesperson at Major Appliances, and you get 6% commission on your sales, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna multiply. That's why there's an X here. So I know some of you use your phones as calculators. I don't know if you have a percent button, but you can always turn a percent into a decimal. Remember, you just move two decimal places to the right. So 6% is actually 0.06. Okay, so if we get out our calculator, that you get like a fancy pound or whatever you got, and we just type in $9,598 times 0.06, that gives us $575.88. That would be the commission you would earn if you were selling Major Appliances and making 6%. It's not too bad. Hopefully you can do that a couple times in a day. That'd be amazing. All right, let's say you make commission on clothing. Some of those fancy clothing stores do. That's why they're so expensive. So, in this clothing store, you make 9% commission. Remember, we'll move it two places. That gives us 0.09. If my total sales are $1,311, 1,311 times 0.09 gives me $117.99. It might seem weird because you're like, what the heck? The commission percentage is more, but they didn't sell as much. So that happens. That's just straight commission. Okay, and now we're gonna, okay, so I have showed the work for the following problem. Isabella is guaranteed a salary of $2,100 a month plus 8% commission on her sales. She sold $28,000 in merchandise for the month. What is her gross pay? Gross pay is also something I didn't talk about. Gross pay is before taxes. Okay, so that's the total sum that you have on your paycheck, and then they take out taxes and whatever else. That's why it's gross, that you should have made all this money, and then you end up with, your net pay, or like I always think, like when I'm fishing, what I can scoop in the net is what I'm taking home. So we're just talking about gross pay. We'll talk about taxes later. All right, so first off, let's figure out the commission. She sold $28,000. She gets 8%, so times 0.08. So her commission on $28,000 is $2,024. She also gets this much per month. So we add those together. So her regular, rate plus her commission gives me the gross pay. And that is $43.40. So $4,340 a month. That is not so good. Poor Isabella. Hopefully this is an old problem and she's right for that. In today's world, that would not be very good. All right, not too bad, right? We can handle this. All right, so now we're going to talk about graduated commission. This is a little different. Okay, so what happens? Okay, don't judge me. I'm not a good speller. I see the words over here. Anyway, all right, so here we go. So what happens in graduated commission, you get your percentage rate increases as the amount of money increases. So what happens here, well, I'll show you the first example, right? It says I get 5% on the first 5,000. Well, the amount of sales is 8,000. So I definitely sold more than 5,000. So let's just take 5,000 times my 5%. All right, 5,000 times 5% is $250. Then it says I get 8% on the next 10,000. So I already accounted for 5,000, so let's see what's left here. If we started with $8,000 in sales and we already got commission on $5,000 worth, that means I still have $3,000 that I need to get commission on. So that is what, this is what I'm gonna multiply to this 8%. All right, so $3,000 times 0.08 is $240. Okay, in this next column, it says I get 10% of anything over 15. Well, I didn't sell over $15,000, so there's nothing to go here. Okay, so that doesn't apply to this particular case. All right, total commission just means we add the numbers together. So 250 plus 240 gives me 490. That's my total commission. All right, let's look at the next case, because this one, I definitely sold more than $15,000, so I'm going to fill out all the columns here. So the first 5,000 means we start with 5,000 and we times by 0.05. Well, luckily we have the work up here. I don't need to redo that. I know that's $250. All right, then it says the next 10,000. So now I need to subtract 5,000 from my 27,000, because I already got commission on that. I'm not double dipping, even though I'd like to. So that gives me 22,000. $500. All right. So, but that's not what it says. It says the next 10,000. So this is bigger than 10,000. So we're not going to multiply this number, okay? We already got this 5,000. We're going to just take, you know, we have to keep this number in your mind. I guess not really. I'm going to notice that. I just wanted to see that I made over $10,000 more. So I can just take 10,000 times this 0.08 and find out what that is. That's $800. All right, so here's what's going on now. Now, in this third column, it says anything over 15. Well, we just accounted for 5,000 and 10,000. So together, that's 15,000. We already got commission on 15,000. So what we're going to do, and I'm sorry I did this here. I did that too soon. All right, so 27,500 minus 15,000 is going to tell us the amount of money, or amount of sales we have that we haven't received commission on. So 27,500 minus 15,000 is 12,500. That is the amount of sales we are going to get this 10% commission on. So this might be a nice paycheck. So 10%, remember 0.10. We just multiply that by 0.10 and we get $1,250. What we're going to do is we're going to add our commissions together. Okay? So I have 250 plus 800 plus 1250. That gives me $2,300 even. All right, so that's kind of how graduated commission works. You know, always, like in the first box, we wanted to see, like, did we make, you know, another 10,000 after we sold the 5? No, not in this case. But then here, I was like, oh yes, I definitely did. So then I just take the $10,000. You know what I mean? It's like the difference between the first and second one. Hopefully that makes sense. I have a couple more examples on the next page. So don't worry if you're like, this is so confusing. Okay, so don't worry. You'll figure this out. All right, Mary sells tires at a large car service center. She earns 10% commission on the first 1,000. So let's just knock that out. So 1,000 times 10%, which is 0.10. I can't believe I'm putting this in my calculator because I do know the answer. Is $100. Okay. Then it says she gets $15,000 on the next 2,000 and 20% on anything over 3,000. Notice that's 2,000 plus 1,000. So if we accounted for 3,000, that's why it's 20% anything over 3,000. It looks like she sold $3,400. So she definitely sold a little more than $3,000. So let's go ahead and take 15% of the next 2,000. $2,000 times 0.15 is $300. All right, so now the last thing is 20% of anything over 3,000. Well, if she sold 3,400, how much over 3,000 is that? What's the difference between those two numbers? If you're not sure, you can just subtract, right? 3,400 minus 3,000 gives us $400. All right, so that's how much over she spent. So that's going to be my next line here. So 400 times 0.20% is $80. So what is her total commission? We're literally just going to add up this column right here. 100 plus 300, 400 plus 80 is 480. So her total commission was $480. Hopefully she's making some money somewhere else, because that's not so good. All right, let's check out this one. Charles sells computer hardware for a computer manufacturer. He is paid 4% commission for the first 8,000. 4% first 8,000. Let's just do that. 8,000 times 4%. Remember, 2 decimal places, so 0.04. 8,000 times 0.04 is $320. And then she gets 6% on the next 10,000 and 8.5% on sales over 18,000. So she sold 24,000. She definitely sold over 18. So let's go ahead and figure out what this is, right? So 10,000 times 6%, 0.06 is $600. All right, now the tricky part is we need to figure out how much over 18,000 she sold. If she sold $2,455 worth of stuff. Did I say 24,550? I think I said 2,000. But if she sold 24,550 and we're looking for anything over 18, we just find the difference between those. So 24,550 minus 18,000 is 6,550. That is what we're going to get the 8.5% on. So 6,550, 8.5%. That's like weird. I just want to like figure this out for a second because that looks like this, 8.5%. We move it 2 decimal places. That gives us 0.085, right? That's 8.5%. So times 0.085. Let's figure this out. 6,500 times 0.085 is $556.75. All right, so we want to know what the commission is. We just add up these lovely little numbers in this column here. So plus 600, plus 300, $1,456.75. That is my final answer. All right, so, there's one more. Oh, no, there's not. I'm sorry. That's it. All right, so now you're going to get a worksheet from your sub, and you are going to complete it. And please submit it on Cody. Take a picture of your phone. I do not want the sub collecting any work. So take a picture on your phone and put it on the Dropbox, and we will talk about it. And if you have any questions, I send you the link for the remind. You can always send me a text, and I'll do my best to help you as best I can. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.